Yesterday, we've already discussed what is Azure. Okay, what is Azure Data Engineering? So let's try to go ahead on the same way. Okay, that is the Azure Data Engineering. Azure Data Engineering. Or we can say Azure Databricks. So when we talk about the Azure Databricks is nothing but it is one of the cloud service. It is one of the cloud service, we can say, where this is one of the cloud service where it is used to provide the following operations or a job, we can say. What is that? The first one, we can call it as a data migration. Data migration. Then we have the data integration. Then we have the data summarization. Data migration, data integration, data summarization. And then we have the data visualization. Okay. So we have the following. Okay, we have the following things here. What is that? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and the data visualization. These are all the jobs we can perform it by using the Azure data, and that is Azure Databricks. Okay, guys. So next one. Okay, the next one is what is that? So we have the that is data migration, integration, data summarization, and data visualization. Now the whole story starts from the data, guys. What is that? Data. So data, where do we get the data? We receive the data. Yes, we get the data, we receive the data from the various source of data. What are the source from where we can expect the data? We can say social networking sites. You can get social networking sites. Okay, social networking sites. We get the data from the social networking sites. That means, what are the social networking sites, guys? We can say we can get the data from social networking sites. That is nothing but we can say Facebook. We can say Facebook. Okay, then we have what is that? We have what is that? Facebook. Then we have the Insta. And then we have the Twitter, which we call it as X now. Okay, it is formerly we call it as a Twitter, now it is called as X. Then we have what is that? Okay, okay, X, etc. These are all the basic social networking sites where we can expect the data. So whereas we get the massive amount of data, that means we collect the massive amount of data. We collect the massive amount of data here. Massive amount of data. We get what is that? Massive amount of data. There is a huge volume of the data. And the next one you have what is that, guys? Data. What is the other source of getting the data? It can be the human generated data, and okay, and it can also be machine generated data. It can be human generated data or the machine generated data. Any of the data, guys. Okay, you have human generated data and the machine generated data. You have the human generated data and the machine generated data. Any kind of data we can have it. So whereas when we generate the data, guys, even the machine generates the data. What is that? We have a printer is there. Okay, scanner is there, and some kind of machines, that is you have CT scan machine is there. Okay, all these machines generate the massive amount of data. Am I right? All these are the machines which generate the massive amount of the data. So where all these machines generate the massive amount of the data. So hence we can say this is as what the human generated data or the machine generated data. So even these machineries or the human, that means you and me will also generate the data here. All this come called as what? Huge data. Huge data. Whereas guys, apart from this, what is the other source of getting the data? Yes, guys, we can say the other source of getting the data is the live streaming process. We get the data from the live streaming process. We get the data from the live streaming process. So always we get the data from the live streaming process, guys. We get the data from the live streaming process. Okay. So what is live streaming process, guys? We can get the data from the stock market. The live cricket matches will be going on. So all this is called what? Live streaming data, where the data keeps on changing continuously. So hence this is called the huge amount of data, massive volume of the data, or the other name of the data is called as what? Big data here, guys, everyone. So when we talk about the big data is nothing but, guys, the big data is nothing but what? Everyone, big data is nothing but what? The data here. What is that? Big data is nothing but what? Here. What is it? The big data is nothing but what, guys? The big data is nothing but what? Here you have a big data now, guys. So big data is nothing but what? The massive amount of data. Okay, the data is what? Massive amount of data is called as what? Big data. The massive amount of data is called as what? Big data. Massive amount of data is called as what? Big data, guys. Okay, so you can get the massive volume of the data. That is called the huge volume of the data. That is called as what? Big data. Okay, that is called as what? Big data here. Okay, the massive amount of data is called as what? Big data. And the big data here is, see, massive volume, huge data, or big data is one or the same, guys, nothing else. Okay, actually we call it as what? Big data. So this big data is classified into three categories. The first one is called as what, guys? Everyone, the first one is called as a structured data. And then we have the semi-structured data. Structured data, semi-structured data. And then we have the unstructured data. Structured data, semi-structured data, and the unstructured data. So these are the three categories of data we can have always. Structured data, semi-structured data, and the unstructured data. So structured data means what? The data which is actually generated, everyone. The data which is actually generated in the proper form, the data which is actually generated in the proper form of a table. Where table is the collection of, what is it, guys? Rows and columns. Where the data is the collection of what? Rows and columns. Where the data is the collection of, what is that? Rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. So for example, I can say, guys, this is the data you have it. Let us say there is a table with a name called EMP, and here you have a column names. I'm giving ID, name, salary, and job. Four columns are there, and you have the rows here. So I'm just writing you the simple rows. Okay, guys, you have a alien, and then you have, let us say, 30,000. Job is senior clerk, software engineer, and now let's keep it here. Okay, guys, you have the same one, guys, everyone. Okay, you have the same one. So here you have, what's that, guys? This is the data you have it. This is the data you have it. So now can you see here? This is the data we have it. Everyone, this is the data we have it here. So now you can clearly understand by looking into the data that this data is nothing but the data is in the proper form of rows and columns. These are the columns and below are the rows. Am I right? Below are the rows. So we can understand it very clearly by using this rows and columns. We're using the same rows and columns, guys. Okay, so this is called as a simple structured data, which is nothing but big data. Okay, also called as what? Big data, guys, which is also called as what? Big data. Whereas apart from this, what is the next thing you have it, guys? Apart from this, what is the next thing you have it, guys? Everyone, you have a semi-structured data. So what is the semi-structured data? The data, the data that is nothing but which is okay kept in the form of a JSON files or HTML files or XML files. The data which is kept under the following, what is it? JSON files, HTML files, and XML files is called as what? Semi-structured data. Is called as what, guys? Everyone, semi-structured data. It is called as what? Semi-structured data. That means the data is recorded in the form of a JSON file. The data is recorded in the form of a JSON file, where everyone, the JSON file is nothing but what, guys? Everyone, the JSON stands for Java script object, JavaScript object notation file. JavaScript object notation file. It is called as what? JavaScript object notation file, JSON file. So guys, the JSON file stands for what? JavaScript object notation file. What is it? JavaScript object notation file. JSON stands for what? JavaScript object notation file. That is called as a JSON file, guys, everyone. Okay. So whereas the JSON file, always the data in the JSON file is recorded in the form of what is that, guys? Key value pair. It is placed under the curly braces like this, where this is called as the opening brace and this is called as a closing brace, guys. Between these two, you have a value. Key followed by the value pair. Key followed by the value pair. So hence we can say what's that? Key value pair, guys. Hence we can say it as what? Key value pair. Hence we can say it as what, guys? Key value pair. That means the data is recorded in the form of a key value pair. The data which is recorded in the form of what is that, guys? Key value pair. Okay. The data which is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair is called as what? Yes, guys, JSON. Okay. And now let's try to everyone see an example on the same. How does the key value pair looks like and how does it works, guys? Okay. So here you have it. Can you see here? I'm writing the same data, guys. I'm writing the same data here. Can you see? I'm writing the same data here. So I'm using what's that? First of all, ID. Okay, I'm using the ID as a column name. Then colon you have to give it. ID is the key now. Always key means column name. Always the key names are kept in the quotes here. So then next one, what's the value you have it? The value is also a alien. That means it's also character. So put it place under the same in which form here in the that is the limit given in the double quotes. Then use a comma here. Come to the next line and the next line. What is the next line, guys? Again, you have to write the key. Keyword is the key this time. The name is the key here, everyone. The name is the key, and then you have what's that? Colon is the same, guys. Here you have it, colon, and now here you have the value. Now, what is the value you have it, guys? Everyone, sorry, this is the name. Okay, ID. Now this is the ID is not alien actually. ID is 112. So 112 means no quotes will be given here. Numeric data, no quotes. But for the character data, quotes will be given here. Alien, and again you have the comma. The next line we come here. So you have a okay another key we have to return it, that is called as the sal. Okay, guys, and the sal I'm using it here as what? Salary is 30,000. No? Can you see a 30,000? I'm using it, but it's a numeric value, so need not worry on this. And the next fourth column you have it, guys. The fourth column is what? Job. What is the job you have it, guys? Yes, E. That is called a software engineer. Software engineer. Now, guys, this is called as what is that, guys? Everyone, this is called as what? Everyone, this is called as what? It is called as a key value pair. I'll explain you what is key value pair. These are called as a keys, and this is called as a value. Together, both of them is called as what? key value pair. Together, both of them is called as what? Key value pair. That means the JSON stands for what? JavaScript object notation file. And the data here, it will be recorded in the form of a key value pair. The data is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair, guys. Okay. It is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair. That's it, guys. Okay. Key value pair. Okay. So now finally, what is it you have it, guys? Unstructured data. So unstructured data means what? There is no proper structure for the data, guys. There is no proper structure for the data. Okay. There is no proper structure for the data here. That means all the, yes, guys. That means all the, okay, that is all, we can say, guys, all the, okay, that is all the phones, that is all the photos in your mobile phone. All the photos in your mobile phone, comma, videos in your mobile phone, and comma, chat histories in your mobile phone. Okay, guys, comma, okay, videos, chat histories, and the next one, what is it? You have it, photos, videos, chat histories, and even you can say voice notes. All this comes under the, guys, all this comes under the, yes, unstructured data. This is the unstructured data form. So guys, here what is the job of a data engineer? The data engineer has to convert the unstructured data, everyone, unstructured data to semi-structured, and then semi-structured to what? Structured data. That's it, guys. So this will be the job of a data engineer always. Okay, guys. So we'll be dealing with this kind of data. Whereas, guys, out of all this data, 20% only you will receive it here. 20% of the data only we will receive it in this form here. That is called a structure form. And the semi-structure, what should you have it, guys? Semi-structure also comes under the 20% only. Okay, this also comes under the 20%. And now, guys, finally, what is it you have it? 60% you have it. Okay, 60 to 70 you can say, but we can, I'm taking a standard of 60 here. 60% of the data you will get it in this format here. That means here we are dealing mostly with what? Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data, guys. This is the form of data we have it. Okay, so that's it, guys, for the day here. Okay, and the rest of the things we will just see tomorrow with another one. And the next one, guys. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you want to get in touch with me directly, this is my number, guys. So my name is Samir, and this is my personal number. If you want, you can just uh, pick me off. Okay, so you can ping me off directly. I'm just putting it in the chat box as well, this number. Okay, so everyone, if you have any queries, directly you can contact me. We can discuss it. That's it, guys. Okay, so if any questions, you can just get back to me. Yeah, okay, guys. Thank you, everyone. I'm just ending the class. Tomorrow also just we'll start at 6:30 only, guys. Okay, and hopefully from the next session after tomorrow, the next session that is mostly on Saturday, we will start at at 7 o'clock. Okay, standard timing 7 to 8 will be a standard timing for the session. That's it. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending the session. Bye bye. Hello.